Hi everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm bringing you a special review, sorta in the middle of Turtles Week. I wanted to get this out to you because it's something I just saw now, and I haven't seen a lot of people talk about online. It is, from the Avengers movie line, the deluxe Chitauri figure on the air sled. This is the packaging. Um, as you can see, it does, I already took the figure out, but it has the group Avengers shot right here. And it tells you what it is. Photoshopped image on the front and back. Cross-cell down the side. As well as a brief bio. I saw this today in a Toys R Us Express in my local neighborhood. They had about 3. So, this is the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure. Starting off our look at the Chitauri Chariot Warrior is the Air Chariot. Now I should mention that this comes in 2 pieces in the packaging. This main fuselage area, as well as what I believe to be a seat, it has to be plugged into. It's a very tight ball joint, but it can pivot down, up, rotate, like that. On the packaging, it's shown down like this, but I noticed that it really looks right up more. Now, in the packaging, these little side thrusters, whatever, are folded up like this with these additional tendrils and what have you folded down and out of the way. These front ones are meant to be extended, while these rear and side ones are really just meant to be put out to the side, but they are posable. And then, of course, you flip these down and into position, because those are actually the feet pegs. He does have an articulated controllers. At least I think these are controllers. I think these might also have to go on his shoulder, but I don't know. They are on a ball joint, but they can rotate. But I notice if you keep them forward, there is a small cut right there that allows the device to fold down flush. Other than that, it does feature a spring-loaded missile right here in the front, and it does fire. If I can push a button on the bottom, and there it goes. Typical Hasbro missile, not too strong, not too weak. I was a bit disappointed that on the packaging it had more of a chrome silver look. This is more like a brushed bronze, when in the movie it was a chromed gold. Now let's take a look at the actual Chitauri Warrior. Okay, for intents and purposes, we'll call this guy Bob. Here's Bob, the Chitauri Warrior. Bob has a gold painted armor with black and purple highlights. You can see there. It does look like he has a face on his chest. He does look like to have black or something in his eyes. Let's take a look at the head. And there we can see his head up close. This is sort of like his battle helmet. So, yeah. Nice detailing, but not removable. And that leads me to my big issue with this figure. It has bare minimum articulation. Head can only rotate left and right. Can't even move up and down a smidge. Ball and hinge arms. And this is all the rotation for the arm. No bend in the elbow. No rotation at the wrist. No waist articulation. Legs can go forward, can't go back, can go out to the side quite easily. They are on this new Marvel ball joint, and this leg right here tends to move a little more freely. No knee articulation, but it does have forward and back, ankle pivot, but no rocker ankles, which I think would have been quite helpful once we see him on his chariot, which we'll get to right now. Here's Bob on his ride. You might be wondering why I did not show it on camera, putting him on the chariot. The reason being is it's quite fiddly to get the pegs in the holes, and as you can tell, it really doesn't sit right. Especially if I turn him this way, you can see there's nothing for him to hold on to, nothing for, besides the feet, nothing for this to peg into. It's a bit annoying. I paid about $17 for this, and I have to say, at that price, it's a little high. Why, I think it's a cool figure in terms of looks. I don't see a lot of play value with it. And I certainly can't recommend troop building it. I don't know if this is the only Chitauri we're going to get. I haven't heard much going further than that. But this is really how you see them in the movie, on the air chariot. Sometimes they were riding double. I mean, I don't see how you can fit a second guy on here. There certainly isn't foot pegs for a second guy. Avengers really has come and gone. So that's another point as to gauging how, if you want to go for this or not. If you're a fan of the movie, I would say go ahead and pick one of these up. Hopefully you can find one on sale or for a cheaper price with a coupon. But $17 was a little high. It's your old pal Chuck, and for the Chitauri Warrior and his air chariot, we'll see you next time.